You like my new mug? Dad's army mug. Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel guys. My name is Lewis, also known as Bluraymadness. So guys, in today's video we are doing an old styled fashioned Blu-ray and 4K update video. It's been a couple months since I last did one, so I have got quite a few to show you. So guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed in the last couple weeks. I've gained quite a lot of subscribers again in the last few weeks, which is awesome. So welcome to all the new subscribers around here, and welcome back all the old timer subscribers. Alright guys, starting off with the 4Ks as per usual. The first one is the newest release, and that is for Aquaman. This is the HMV steelbook. Of course it got divided into a Zavi steelbook as well. So yeah, Aquaman, the latest DC film. What do I think about it? It's my favourite DC film. This beats the Batman films from the last couple years. It beats Wonder Woman just by a hair for me. It beats Suicide Squad, and it does beat Man of Steel, but I do love Man of Steel, so it hurts me to say that. But Aquaman was so good. I never saw it in cinemas. I kind of regret not doing that as per usual. I know Dennis moans at me for not going to the cinema. Yeah. I'm lazy. But yeah, Aquaman I loved. I watched it in the comfort of my home with some popcorn, with a beer, and I had an absolute blast watching this one. And this came out perfect timing. As you see behind me, I've got my 4K TV. This is in my room in the house. But our main living room in the house still had an old TV, and I'm talking like a 10-year-old TV. It was quite old. So my parents decided to upgrade to a 4K TV. So now the main TVs in the house are 4K, which kind of sucks because it means I need to get a new 4K player. So far I've been switching the player from in here into the living room. Maybe Black Friday time I'll pick up a new player. But it was perfect timing for seeing Aquaman. And the reason why I say that is because the new TV has HDR10 plus. The TV behind me only has standard HDR10, so it is a step up in HDR quality as well. It is also a bigger TV. That one behind me is a 50-inch, the one in the living room is a 55-inch, so it's not still really big, but it's bigger than what I've got. So yeah, I had the pleasure of watching Aquaman on the brand new TV, and it blew me away, and it showed me how good HDR10 Plus is. And of course the Plus version is kind of the equivalent to Dolby Vision, which I think eventually will take over the market, but it's kind of the same as HDR10 Plus, but I believe Dolby Vision's Samsung? Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Anyhow, I'm rambling already. Aquaman, I watched it on the new TV, and I was blown away with the quality of the 4K. This is probably the best looking DC film, and it looks better than some of the Marvel films in my opinion, in terms of HDR and definition. The HDR on this is the reference demo quality, and I'm in a lot of Facebook groups and a lot of people are saying the same thing. The peak brightness, the brightness on select objects in the film, when you see Atlantis for the first time, it's mind-boggling. It's eye candy. It's something that they'll probably play in stores to try and sell TVs. It is honestly beautiful to look at. The colours, the deepness of the colours, the vibrancy, the accuracy, it's all there. It's fantastic, and I was floored with this release. I really was. And the 4K, the resolution of it, the definition, the sharpness, the detail, it was quite scary because it looked so real. You know, in movies, because of the way they render it and the effects, it always, you know it's a movie, but it almost looked like you were watching them on a soundstage, so it kind of made it feel a bit fake because of how good it was. But it never took me out of the movie. I just was in awe of how good it looked, and it's definitely a demo disc. You know, if you want to show your friends or family 4K, this is definitely one to pick up for that purpose. And it's a cracking movie. It's a really good film. I love it. So definitely glad to have gotten it in 4K. This is of course the steelbook. There's the J card. There's the front. I did an unboxing of this, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description down below to where you can see the unboxing of this. Unfortunately, with my luck, this is actually damaged. You won't see it on video, but there's a big ding or dent at the top corner, and then it's got dings on the corners down below as well. So I am trying to get another copy of this. I can still return this to HMV, but I don't want to do that until I've got another copy, because my store only got 3 copies in, and this was a customer order, so yeah, that was including mine. So they only actually had 2 for sale in the store, so they were gone in like 5 minutes, so I couldn't get a replacement from there, so I'm hoping to try and get one. I'm trying not to go on eBay because it's a lot of money to buy one, so fingers crossed I'll get a replacement of some kind. But yeah, great movie, great 4K, definitely one to pick up this month. Alright, I'm going to try not to ramble on any more than I did on that one. The next one I got though was Overlord, the war kind of horror sci-fi movie. I was dead excited for this when it first got announced. I was very excited. I heard Steven Spielberg was in the works with it, which gave me confidence it was going to be decent. I saw the trailer, looked really good. I noticed there wasn't a lot of marketing for this, so I wasn't very sure how good it was actually going to be, because there was hardly any marketing for it. At least in the UK, there wasn't very much. But yeah, I finally got it, and I was floored by it. It was very good. I'm sure it's in my top 10 of the year 2018. It is on my Letterboxd. If you want to go and follow me on there, you can do. It's in the description. And I've got a list on there of all the rankings of the films from last year, and I'm pretty sure this is in my top 10. Great movie. The opening sequence is amazing. One of the best opening sequences in a long time in film, in my opinion. It's just straight to the point. You get right into the story, which is awesome. And yeah, just love the story. It's unique. No one's really done it before that I'm aware of. So I really like the story. And yeah, the 4K looked amazing, as per usual. It looked really nice. A lot of dark scenes, so of course the black levels are very important. They looked awesome as usual. I swear Paramount do amazing releases when it comes to 4K. And yeah, it's a very nice release. Definitely watch this if you can. Get it in 4K and watch it that way. Very nice. Alright, one of my favourite pickups in this update video, we of course have Halloween, the 2018 movie. Of course being the steelbook from HMV as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this movie. I'm a big supporter of it. I really enjoyed this. Jamie Lee Curtis coming back after all those years was amazing to see. It was amazing to see her replay the role in Halloween. And it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Even the parents wanted to watch it, and they enjoyed it as well, which means something, trust me. So really a fun time, really good horror movie. I'm really excited to see what they do with the sequel, because I am aware that they are in production of doing one. I'm sure it's still in its early stages though. But yeah, I love this movie, and I will say though, with the 4K, I did compare it to the Blu-ray. There isn't a huge step up in quality in this one. At least in my experience, I never saw a big difference with the definition or the HDR. So I wouldn't say maybe get this one straight away at full price on 4K, unless you want to get the steelbook. I would maybe say wait until it's discounted a little bit. But it certainly looked good, and it was better than the Blu-ray. But it wasn't as big a difference as some of the other titles that I've seen recently. Again, I do have an unboxing of this on my channel if you want to check it out. Again, link in the description. Alright guys, the next one I got was actually a trade that I did with CP, Will I Like It Reviews, or WILIscredia, whichever you want to call him now. He keeps changing his name. But yeah, we did a trade recently. He wanted me to pre-order the Alien 4K Steelbook from Zavi. And then when that comes in, I'll send it to him. So instead of just PayPaling me, I kind of said, oh, I'm looking for this from Best Buy. could you pick it up for me and we'll just do it as a trade, because it was equal value. And he very generously said yes. So I did end up picking up the Hunter Killer Steelbook. You might think, why the hell did you import that? You can get it in the UK. Why did you do that? Why did you spend more money doing that? I really enjoyed this movie. So when I saw there was a Steelbook and I could get it through an import, I really wanted to get it. This was one of those movies I rented from Google for the first time watch, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a really good action film, really good suspense thriller. Has your I can't talk. Has you on your edge of your seat through some of the scenes. And I love submarine films. I love Ice Station Zebra, Hunt for Red October, Crimson Tide, even Das Boot. So I really like this film, and I definitely think it's a strong competition in the submarine genre. Speaking of that, I haven't seen the Das Boot TV show yet, which aired a couple of weeks ago or a month ago in the UK. Let me know if you've seen that, if it's any good. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm a big Gerald Butler fan. Gary Oldman in this is really, really good as well. If not, Gary Oldman's a little bit better than Gerald Butler, even though Gerald Butler is the main actor in the film. But I love this film. And once the 4K came out, I started hearing that it was like demo quality, reference quality. And so I did end up picking it up in 4K. And a nice steelbook from Best Buy, so that was really nice. And I did watch this. I watched it on the new TV. It looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Not the whole movie is demo quality, but there's a couple scenes in there that are definitely demo quality. Right at the opening scene, or not the opening scene, but the introduction scene to Gerald Butler. He's hunting in the snow in the mountains. And that whole scene is just demo quality for HDR and for resolution. It's like looking out of a window. So I highly recommend this in 4K. It looks fantastic. The Blu-ray is region locked because it's Lionsgate. However, the good thing is, with Lionsgate, they put all their extras on the 4K disc as well. So even though the Blu-ray is region locked, I don't technically need it. So I can still watch all the extras on here, so that's really good as well. But yeah, big thank you to CP for sending that over to me in exchange for the Alien Steelbook. So check him out, guys. If you haven't watched his channel before, I'll leave a link in the description. I'm sure you've all seen his videos before, but if you haven't, go watch him. He's an awesome YouTuber. He does a lot of movie reviews and chat show live streams. Alright guys, the next title I got is the last 4K that I've got for this update, and it is for Atomic Blonde, the steelbook from Zavvi. I initially had this on pre-order back when it first came out, but it was $24.99, and I thought, it's an older movie now, it probably won't sell out. Maybe I'll get it cheaper after a couple months of waiting. And long and behold, true enough, I got it at a cracking price. I got it for $9.99 on Zavvi, free shipping. So I got it for a tenner. And it is a 4K steelbook with the Blu-ray in a steelbook packaging. So I thought that was super awesome, a really good deal. And again, not many people, I say that, a lot of people did like this film, but then a lot of people just thought it was okay. I thought this was brilliant. Maybe I'm easily pleased, but I thought the filmmaking was fantastic. The story was so good. I just get really into these kind of spy, kind of espionage stories, and you know, it brings me back to Red Sparrow, which is another great movie as well. I just love these spy movies, and this one is amazing. I really do like this. There's like a 20-minute action scene which is filmed in completely one shot. It's incredible. It's like one of my favorite scenes in a long time from a film. It is by the producers of John Wick, so there is a lot of similarities in terms of the action scenes. But I would definitely say this has got a much bigger storyline than John Wick. Not that I'm dissing John Wick. I love those movies. But this one's got more of a deeper kind of, you need to think about it storyline. So yeah, great movie. The 4K is very nice. It is a dull film, so there's not many colours, but when there is colour, it really, really pops. There's a couple nightclub scenes or bar scenes which look great in the HDR. There's a great every scene where she's in her hotel room is very, very good, because she's got like pink neon lights. And then the interrogation room she's in throughout the movie, being debriefed with the white light, amazing. So definitely worth the 4K pickup. So yeah, Atomic Blonde. Alright guys, next up we've got the Blu-rays. I know the time's getting a bit on here on the update, so I'm going to go and try and get through these a bit quicker. But you know me, I like to talk about the films and not just show them. So the only eBay pickup I got was the US release of The Proposition. Only reason why I got the US one was it was a lot cheaper than the UK one. I got this for £3.99, which is pretty good. To get the UK one, it's about £9 or £10. So I thought, why not just get the US edition? And yeah, this is an Australian Western from 2006. Oh, 2008. Sorry, I was 2 years out there. Yeah, an Australian Western from 2008, starring Ray Winstone and Guy Pearce, John Hurt and Emily Watson. So a great cast. And this is very good. I had the DVD for a long time, but the quality on it wasn't the greatest. It was kind of a cheaper made DVD. So I thought I'll pick it up in HD and give it a first time watch that way. And I'm so glad I did. This was a great Western. A violent one. It is one of the more violent ones of recent years. But I love Ray Winstone, I love Guy Pearce, and it was just a really good film. I know my buddy Jaes, also on YouTube here, I know he picked this up recently. He's a big Western guy like me. Again, check his channel out if you want to. I'm full of giving people shout outs in this video. He doesn't make videos all the time, but he does do really good live streams as well. And he has done like collection videos in the past. So I'll leave his link in the description. But he picked this up recently, so it kind of put the movie on my radar again, and gave me interest to watch it. Really enjoyed it, so I'm glad I've got it. And you know, it's a nice bonus to get the US edition. Not in an eco case either. It's a nicer case, so that's good. So yeah, definitely recommend this if you like Westerns. Alright, next up is a TV show. I finally picked this up after about a year searching for it. We have Game of Thrones Season 7. Finally. Now, just to clarify, I've already seen this season before. I watched it on TV as it aired. I just never picked up the Blu-ray straight away, purely because I'd already seen it on TV. So I didn't want to rush out and pay full price and not watch it for a while. However, they decided to re-release the entire series with a white slipcover instead of this kind of black one. So it meant like the spine, it meant like the spine was white as well. And I've got the original releases of all the Game of Thrones series, so it kind of meant it would look very strange on the shelf. So I was dying to try and get this copy. Even on eBay, there was like only one or two, and it was selling for basically double price of what it initially cost. Long and behold, went to Sainsbury's to pick up a few bits, and right in front of the store they had a section of Game of Thrones, I'm guessing for the new season starting. And there it was. They had two copies of the original release. The other copies were the white slipcover edition. So I had to get it. It was £25, so it was basically almost full price, but you know, it's been so long since it was released, I thought I need to get it while I still can, with the original packaging. So finally glad to have this. Now my Game of Thrones set is complete, of course until season 8 comes out. So really excited to have this, and luckily it did come with the Conquest and Rebellion Blu-ray disc, which is like a 40-minute animated feature. I think it's like a prequel to the TV show, so I look forward to watching this at some point. Maybe after season 8 I'll pop this in. So yeah, very excited. I have seen the first episode of season 8. I am watching it as it airs as well, and I'm watching it as it's literally on TV. I'm not waiting like the next day to watch it or that. I'm watching it as soon as it's on. which means staying up till 3 in the morning to watch it because it's the American time. But it's worth it because Twitter the next day was filled with spoilers, so yeah, I'm not spoiling it for anyone either. So yeah, Game of Thrones, glad to finally own this set. Alright guys, the next one, the next three I've got, I'm not really going to talk about these. I did a whole new video about this. I think it was my previous video. I did a trade with Paul. He wanted the, well, he's another YouTuber, but he doesn't really make videos anymore. So sorry, it was a long time ago. He wanted the Halloween steelbook, the one I showed earlier, and I said, yeah, no problem. I actually had an extra copy, so I sent him my extra copy, and we did a trade, just like with CP and me did, and he sent me some goodies from Australia. So the first one I got was Upgrade, a film from last year, not available in the UK on Blu-ray, so I imported it from Australia through him, so awesome. I got Ballers Season 3, the UK only got Season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, so I am having to import the rest of the seasons through Australia. I've seen every season of this, so I'm up to date, and it's an incredible TV show. Highly recommend it. And lastly, I got Coach Carter, which again, not available on Blu-ray in the UK. Love this film. I'm a big basketball fan. This is my favourite basketball film, so I'm glad to own it on Blu-ray, even though it is just added to Netflix. So, but yeah, I'm glad to own this in the collection. It probably is one of my favourite sport films. So yeah, Coach Carter. So there's the little trade that I did with Paul. As I said, I've done a video covering these. Go on my channel, you can check it out. So there we go, there's them. Alright, so I did a couple pickups from Music Magpie's website. I did the 2 for £3 deal, so $1.50 a title basically. So the first one I got was Paul on Blu-ray. This is the Blu-ray and DVD combo. Really funny film, loved this one. I've seen it a couple times. It was on Netflix, but it got taken off, so I just decided to buy it. Really funny. I love Seth Rogen, I love all of his films. So I did have to get this one for the collection. Really funny movie. The next one I got, also with that, was Lawless, with Jessica Chastain, Jason Clarke, another Guy Pearce film. Yeah, Guy Pearce. 2 Guy Pearce films in this update. Yeah, Tom Hardy's in it, Shia LaBeouf's in it as well. This movie was okay. It was a little slow to start off with. I did go on my phone maybe once or twice in the first hour. But after the first hour, it picked up and it ended up being quite a good film. Not one of my favourite gangster films, but it is a good film and it's a great cast. And there is some good performances in there. So I am glad that I've seen that one. So yeah, $1.50, couldn't beat it. So yeah, there's 2 from Music Magpie that I picked up. Alright, the only CX pickup that I got for this month was Pineapple Express, another Seth Rogen movie. Again, two movies from the same person. I love Pineapple Express. I really enjoy it. I think James Franco is funny as anything in this. It's a really good comedy. It took me a while to see this one. I think I watched it on Netflix sometime last year. And then I saw it in CX recently and I thought I had to get it. It was a great price and I thought it's a funny ass movie, I need to get it. And I'm really picky on the comedies that I buy on Blu-ray just because a lot of the ones are crappy nowadays, so I only want to get the ones that are really good and I can rewatch again over and over. And this is definitely one of them, so very excited to have that in the collection. Alright, and the rest are all pound shop pickups. Not so much Poundland anymore because these are £2 each, but hey, whatever. So I've got some pickups here. The first one I got was Argo. However, I just saw someone post on Facebook that the declassified edition of this is also floating around in the stores, also for £2. So this may end up being up for sale if I can get a copy of the box set edition. I really hope I find it in my local store, but my store isn't the best. But if I can get that, then I'll replace this. But yeah, I still haven't seen this movie. I need to catch up and watch it. I know Affleck directed it as well, starred in it, so I have faith that it's a good film. I've heard many times it's good, and I love the town, so I reckon it's going to be a good watch. Next one, Hitman Agent 47. I basically bought this so I could have the digital code, redeem that, and then sell this, because I don't need to own it on Blu-ray, but I wanted a copy of it. So yeah, I redeemed the code on Google, and I plan on selling this. The only interest I have in this is the main guy that plays Hitman is the star from Homeland, the TV show, so that's why I picked it up. I picked up Central Intelligence, The Rock, Kevin Hart. Love those two people. Funny, hilarious. So I had to pick this one up. I love Jumanji, San Andreas, all those movies. So yeah, I had to pick this one up, and it's a decent movie. Then I picked up the first Fast and Furious film. Had this on DVD, so this is finally upgraded. I know there's 4Ks for some of these movies, but for £2, it's better than paying £20 each. So yeah, finally owning the first one on Blu-ray. And the first one's my favourite. It's the only one I really care about. And it's the only one I care about owning. So yeah, glad to have that in the collection. And the last one for this update is Paper Towns. Another one that I plan on selling and just keeping the digital copy of. And redeeming it on Google. I've heard this is very good. I remember on Black Friday a few years ago, this was one of the main pickups people were getting. So I look forward to watching it, but again, I just don't need to own it on Blu-ray, so I'll probably just sell it again and keep the code. So there we go, guys. That is everything I've bought in probably the last 2 months. I thought I'd make the update now because I've got quite a lot of pre-orders coming soon. So probably within a month I'll have another update ready to do. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry that the update didn't come sooner. I like to have a good amount of things to show before I keep just doing the same video every single week or every month. So there you go, that's the reason for that. If you are new around here, guys, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. I've been gaining a lot of subscribers recently, which has been amazing. Hit that like button, really helps me out, shows your support. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts or opinions on any of the movies that I covered. I know there's quite a few here, but you know, any of the newer releases or the 4Ks, any of your opinions on them, really appreciate just leaving a comment and starting a conversation with me. Check out the people that I mentioned in the video in the description, so CP, Paul and Jaes, awesome people, definitely check them out down below. Also guys, make sure to hit up the description for all the unboxings that I did. That are included in this video. I listed the unboxings in the description as well. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Letterboxd. That's where I'm most active, those 3 sites. Again, start up conversations with me if you want on some of my posts on there. Every follow is really appreciated. So guys, until the next time, stay awesome. As always, take it easy. Peace.